All right, I'm so glad that y'all are here. We have the packet for you, and we're going to be going over some slides that it's basically what you have in your hand. If you have any questions about any of that, Meet the Teacher will be a good time for us to talk one-on-one with you. But we're going to go ahead and get started with some of our new school routines that are going to be new for this year that are in place so that we hopefully and prayerfully can stay in school. First thing is arrival. All buildings will be locked until 7:20. If you arrive prior to that time, please stay in your vehicle. Or if you need before school care, you can contact Life Church Child Development Center. At 7:20, morning duty will begin, or the cafeteria will be open for breakfast. Temperature scans will occur in both locations. Each teacher will be doing their own morning duty this year for right now. So when the building's open, they'll come straight to class. No one will be allowed to congregate in the hallways. During the first 2 weeks, you may walk your child into the building, to the classroom if necessary. We're asking you to please wear a mask and do not enter the classroom and exit the building as quickly as possible. After the first 2 weeks of school, parents of children in grades 1 through 6 are encouraged to walk their children to the building's exterior door and drop them off there. Morning duty. At this time, all of the teachers will be doing their own morning duty, and that will start at 7:20 when the building's open. Also at this time, we will start the temperature checks as the students enter the classroom. Students with a temperature of 100 degrees or higher will be given a mask and sent to our school nurse. The school nurse will coordinate the next steps with parents. And you can see the current healthcare policy. It's located on the Faith Academy website for additional information. Some of the symptoms, our protocols for that. Check your child's temperature before coming to school. Temperature must be below 100 degrees. Do not send your child to school with the following symptoms: fever, flu-like symptoms, vomiting, and diarrhea. The healthcare policy list has a complete list of the symptoms, and that's on the website. Children must be symptom-free for at least 24 hours before returning to school. An additional time may be needed depending on the diagnosis. Now, protocols for positive cases. Please notify your child's teacher immediately via email if your child or someone in your household tests positive for COVID-19. We will follow the guidelines given to us by the Mobile County Health Department at that time regarding notification of exposed individuals, class closures, and length of quarantine. And now that brings us to mask. We are going to be abiding by the current state and local mandates regarding masks, and for first graders, that is not mandated. So it's going to be optional for you guys, but we highly recommend it. We're going to see a slide in just a minute that talks about wearing the masks and how it's going to greatly decrease the level of exposure if there was a case that happened in our classroom. All masks must be solid colors and no patterns or writing. They can have it monogrammed, just easy to keep up with. It has to be like an inch and a half, but nothing really big or distracting. Please make sure masks are labeled with your child's name and send extra masks for your children. Mask increases our opportunity to remain on campus. And then here you see the slide, and it's also in your paper that when masks are worn, we will be noting who has the masks on throughout the day, making sure that if in an event somebody does test positive or someone is exposed in our classroom, the likelihood of those staying at school will be the ones that are in the mask. Yes, it is. And here's Ms. Marsh.
Alrighty. Absences and tardies. Your child is allowed 20 absences with doctor's excuses per school year. So for the school year, make sure that you do not exceed that, because in any case, if you do, the child will then have to repeat first grade again. So make sure if you're at the doctor or anything like that, make sure you get those doctor's excuses and get those to your child's teacher as soon as possible so we can turn those in. And then due to social distancing, processing tardies will take a little bit longer than usual. So try your very best to be at school on time. Early dismissals, you will need to go to the front office to get an early dismissal. And make sure that you have your photo ID, your driver's license or whatever photo ID you have. Make sure you have that with you so that they can check with the child's student release forms. It says only those who are listed on your child's student release form will be allowed to get your child from school. So make sure you keep that current. If there's someone new who might pick up your child, make sure you call the front office and get them to add that to the list. It also says no early dismissals are allowed after 2:30. Phone usage, it says during school hours, school phones are for illness and emergencies only. To encourage individual students' responsibility, students will not be allowed to call home for parents to bring forgotten homework, lunches, athletic uniforms, etc. Or we do Kona Ice money. We won't let them call to get that. CARLINE and dismissals. For right now, this looks a little bit different than K-5, you could get your child at 2:30. This is new for us. For right now, we're doing it in waves. So the first wave will be from 2:30 to 3. So that's when first grade will go out to CARLINE from 2:30 to 3, and we're asking that you not congregate, don't come in the building, or to try and prevent congestion on the sidewalks. Go through the CARLINE. You will be given a yellow or a neon greenish sign with your child's name on it, their teacher's name, and they will be walked to the car. And that's for right now. Now, if you have an older student as well who's in the 3rd through 6th grade, I'll explain what to do with that in a moment. We're asking that you not enter the buildings during dismissal times. We also ask that parents please use the CARLINE. I did say that. Don't forget to hang your sign from the window. A lot of people will put it on like a pants hanger and just hang it onto their rearview mirror. This is the part if you have an older child and they have a later dismissal time. Choose the way for your oldest child. So if you have a 1st grader and a 4th grader, choose the 4th grader's time. The children who are left over from that first wave, we are going to take them back into their classroom, and then we're still doing CARLINE that way, but someone will still bring them to your car. So whatever your oldest child's time is, choose that time to go through the CARLINE. That way you don't have to go through twice. And then students not picked up by 3:35 will be walked to the Life Church Child Development Center. And this is just a map of our school. So CARLINE will be, there's an entrance right over here in front of the church. You'll enter and come around, and you'll come up through along the side of our building that we'll be in. There are signs, and there will be cones and stuff placed everywhere. So that will be drop off and pick up. We'll run exactly the same. Rainy day pickup is going to look a little different than it normally does. So we will still remain in the classroom, and your child's teacher will let you know if it's rainy day pickup or not. We'll send out a remind text to you. It says parents are to bring your CARLINE sign to the door. Do not come in the building, and we will bring your child to you. That way we don't have a whole bunch of congestion, and we keep the risk of things down. We will be using walkie-talkies to call students to the door so you can pick them up. If any case there is severe weather, the school cannot be open. You need to check the morning TV stations, radios, email, school website, your child's teacher will probably send you a remind text to let you know if there's, for any reason, a school closure due to weather. If weather conditions become serious during the school day, it is up to your discretion whether or not you want to choose to pull them out or not. In the middle of the day, we're not going to close. Before and after school care, it says, on Monday, when you do meet the teacher, you will have a student release form to fill out. And on your child's student release form, make sure you indicate whether or not they are going to daycare with Life Church. That way we know when we need to walk, if we need to walk them over there or not. Regular after-school care children will be taken to Life Church at 3:15 by one of the first grade teachers. And if that changes, if someone's going to pick them up that day from CARLINE, you need to send a note to your child's teacher to let them know of any change that may happen in their afternoon routine, because we will normally assume we're supposed to take them over there. Any child present at 3:35 will be taken to after-school care. Alrighty, cleaning protocols. So over the summer, every HVAC unit was equipped with a bipolar ionization and filtration system. That will just clean the air and help risk of any kind of bacteria, virus, anything. It'll just clean it to keep our kids safe. Each classroom will also has hand sanitizing stations. Students will use sanitizer as they enter and exit the classrooms. Students will wash their hands at bathroom breaks, before lunch, and after PE. Desk and high-touch surfaces will be sanitized frequently. And increased measures will be used in the event of a COVID-positive case. Medication and health concerns. In your child's folder on Monday, there will be a medication form. You don't have to fill that out if you don't have a need for it. Only if you have a medication that your child needs to take, that form has to be turned out and filled out and turned back into the teacher. But with that, the prescription has to be in the prescribed bottle. It cannot come in another bottle or in a plastic bag. It has to be in what it originally came in order for us to give it out. It says, please note on your child's release form of any physical limitations or health problems that your child may have. And then email and Plus Portal. Plus Portal is a wonderful tool that can be used to find out updated information about our class. We put our homework sheets on there. Sometimes we'll put extra videos for supplemental work for you to know how to help your child. And your child's grades, that is how you will find out your child's grades. Their average for the quarter or year will be on there. And then we have all of our emails are listed based on your child's section. So 1A, 1B, 1C, and 1E. So if you ever need to contact your child's teacher, they're there for you.
Okay, next we have email and Google Classroom. In the event that we have to go to distant learning, we will be using the Google Classroom platform. So each child will be assigned an email address, and that will be their first name dot last name at faithacademy.us. Then you'll have a temporary password that says change this with no spaces. And then it'll prompt you to put your own password in. We will be using Google Classroom throughout the year to make extended absences or transitions to distant learning easier. And there'll be more details that will go home in a later date for that. Okay, next, social media. The only Facebook page created by the classroom teacher should contain the teacher's name, like Ms. Barlow and Ms. Strickland. To minimize confusion, parent-generated group pages are strongly discouraged. Uniform policy. Here we go. For girls. Girls can wear plaid, V-neck jumper, or gray uniform pants and shorts with the FA logo shirt. Girls will wear black and white saddle Oxfords with white FA logo socks. They can wear white leggings and tights when it's cool. boys may wear gray uniform pants or shorts with the FA logo shirt. Solid black belts should be worn, as well as black Oxfords or loafers with black crew socks. Only white short-sleeved T-shirts should be worn underneath uniform shirts. No Superman and Spider-Man. The school uniform policy is in the handbook on our FA website, and we're required to send notices if the uniform policy is broken. Okay. School supplies and personal belongings. This is very important. Please label all belongings such as jackets, PE shoes, school shoes, lunch bags, and backpacks, sweaters, their folders, you put their names on. But any paper products or pencils and erasers, you don't have to. But their glue, yes. And anything that's their personalized, their pencil box. So, please do not send supplies or other items to school with designs of Pokemon, Halloween, scary images, or Mardi Gras. All right. Rules and discipline. A school-wide discipline form may be given to you on Monday, August the 10th at Meet the Teacher. This form will need to be signed and returned as soon as possible. Our basic classroom rules are listed on this form, and this is kind of how it works. If a child loses 2 or 3 smiles, and that may be different in each class, like some have stars and some have fishes, so it means the same thing. If they lose 2 or 3 smiles in the course of a day, a discipline report will be sent home to be signed by the parent. Also, the child will lose a special privilege. If they lose 4, they will be sent to the office and you'll be contacted. Your child will receive a 25-point grade in conduct each week. So every time a smile is lost, a point's deducted. So if you get a progress report and it has 24 out of 25, it means they moved 1 smile. All right, lunch. For right now, K3 through 1, we're going to eat in our classrooms. Food will be safely packaged and delivered in portable warming stations. At this time, lunch visits are postponed. First graders, don't order soft drinks or ice cream for lunch or snack. Don't send anything that needs to be microwaved, and practice opening their food and drink items. That lowers their frustration level when it comes time for snack and lunch, because let me tell you, they are ready to eat. All right, snack. First graders might not order soft drinks for school, and they can't bring it to snack. I'll get it out in a minute. Please keep in mind our snack time will be 10 to 15 minutes long, so don't send a huge spread. Just keep it simple. Unless they're sharing, that's right. All right, lunch and snack orders. Elementary parents will be required to create a family account with myschoolaccount.com. You should have received information from the cafeteria staff. If you didn't, you can email them at cafeteria@faithacademy.us. The only way your child can order lunch is through this online system. Orders must be placed by 8 a.m. each day. And you don't have to do it daily. If you want to do it by the week or the month, you can do that. All right, water bottles and water fountains. And we're not moving on. Okay. I did that. Oh, there we are. All right, we're not going to be using the water fountains this year. For right now. Students may bring a water bottle in their cubby during the day. All water bottles must be labeled with student names. Please send a full bottle. Bottles will not be refilled during the day. And I know this question is going to come up. What if we order for lunch? We'll put their name on it. All right, birthdays. All food items must be individually prepackaged, like popsicles, fruit chews, cookies, goldfish, and Little Debbie's. I know how much we enjoy those cupcakes and Krispy Kreme donuts, but for right now, we're just going to please just send prepackaged stuff. Just a reminder, lunch visits are postponed at this time. Class parties. Our first party will be at Christmas, and as that time approaches, we'll give you more details on how we're going to handle that. Now to the fun stuff, academics. The Becca curriculum is used to teach phonics and math. We will implement activities daily to build fluency in reading, writing skills, and reading comprehension. Social studies and science will be taught throughout the year. This year, they will have tests, and they will be given each week in phonics and spelling. Those two are together. Math and handwriting. Bible memory verse quizzes will be given every other week, so they'll have 2 weeks to learn their Bible verses before they have to recite them. Progress reports will be sent home weekly. Please review the test papers with your child and return the test and the signed copy. You have to send the whole packet back. Progress reports, all right. A weekly summary sheet will be sent home each Monday. This will include class goals, homework, and news for the week. Homework each week will consist of memory work for Bible verses, spelling words, and reading. Now, daily seat work is not graded, but it is spot checked. Seat work performance will be reflected in the quarterly work study grade on the report card. Please go over work that is brought home. By doing this, you'll be able to identify areas in which your child needs help or encouragement. Seat work does not need to be returned to school. A student in first grade must receive a passing grade in all core subjects in order to be promoted. The core subjects are reading, phonics and spelling, and math.
All right, so homework. There will be homework assignments posted to Google Classroom throughout the school year, and we will give you more information about that as we get it. Help class. You will receive more information concerning help class soon. Sorry, that seems to be the answer for a lot of things. Library. First graders will attend library twice a month. Ms. Bowman will have a story time with the children and assist them in checking out books. Library books will remain at school. Computer. We have purchased a handheld UV device to sanitize keyboards and computer equipment between classes. First grade students will go to computer class once a week. PE. Is it good? Students will be separated by class or section. PE will be conducted outdoors as much as possible, and contact sports will be eliminated. Music class. Students in grades 1 through 4 will attend music class once a week, and only one section will participate in music class at a time. Private music lessons. If you would like to stop by the Arts Building on Monday, August 10th, you can speak to Ms. Goins, Ms. Martin, Ms. Tripp, or Ms. Cleveland for more information about that. Chapel. Grades 1 through 6, chapel will be pre-recorded or live streamed. Students will remain in their classroom to watch. Cell phones and devices. First grade students are not allowed to bring cell phones or other electronic devices to school. Okay. Class fees. The yearly fee of $10 will purchase our Scholastic Classroom Magazine, art supplies, and other classroom needs. Make checks payable to Faith Academy and turn in by August 14th. Tuition and school fees can be paid in the bookkeeping office. Class needs. Your child's teacher will have a class wish list that will be posted in their classroom on August 10th. Please sign up for parent volunteer opportunities such as room mom or dad, and helpers. Forms and paperwork. School forms that that need to be completed and turned in on August 10th at Meet the Teacher, student release forms, and assertive discipline. So make sure you complete those before you leave that day. Please list several friends and family members as an emergency contact and circle the parent's phone number that should be called first during the day. Would you like to say something?
And that is a very quick rundown of first grade. And I know it's hard to remember everything, but if you have any questions at all on Monday, ask your child's teacher, and we can help you to the best of our ability. And if we're not quite sure about the answer, we will find out for you. But thank you all for coming today. And on Monday from 1 to 12, 8 to 12, and then from 1 to 4, we have Meet the Teacher. And you can just come in at any time during those times, and you'll bring your school supplies. We'll have things labeled where we want it to go, and all the paperwork will be on your child's desk ready for you to sign. And we look forward to meeting all of you and meeting your precious little kiddos. We are very excited to be back and to be in person, getting to love on your babies. And just thank y'all for coming, and we hope that you have a great day. Yes. The first grade classrooms. We are the primary building. It's different from last year. We are the next building over. We are the yellow building. So on each side of the building, there's a yellow square, and it says primary on it. And we, closest to CARLINE side, that is where we all are. And so we're the first 4 rooms there by the bathroom. And your child's name will be listed. If you're not sure like who their teacher is, their names will all be listed outside of the classroom doors, but our names are also outside of all of the classroom doors. And we'll either be at the door standing there, or we may be inside with another family. But just come on in, and I think most of us will have instructions on what to do when you get there. So you know how to start, what to do, and all of that good stuff. So that is all.